Hi everyone, welcome to wrap up for week 2, effective leadership communication. Okay, so just to tell you briefly, yes, I have notes here first of all. The other thing is that the discussion, the quality of the discussion this week clearly indicates and demonstrates an understanding of the learning outcomes for this week's learnings. Discussion board also very clearly indicates an understanding of the materials and of the concepts put forward for this week's notes and information on communication for effective leadership. I really thoroughly enjoyed the discussion that you put forth, and everyone's made, yes, I'm looking here at my notes, it's got, Tarima, value of respect in communication. So I've actually made note of what you actually contributed that for me really hit a note. And for all of us it would. Anita focused on listening and non-judgmental responding. Nicole always being approachable. All of these, Hamid, language and more or less the eloquence of language. Bethany, strong, clear communication, focused. So you'll see my feedback on your notes. Now, in terms of some of the polls, obviously the first poll, 2A, could probably be revised because we only had 3 responses on 2A. Poll 2B, we had 24 responses. One of the questions that came up was structured versus unstructured communications. That was unclear, and that is really about structured being formal communications like a meeting, a forum, whereas unstructured is more about having a cup of coffee and discussing work matters in a casual, non-formal, structured way. There was a question about cross communication, or rather a query as to lack of clarity. Now, culture, we all come from a culture, whether we call ourselves Australian, which has its origins in English Irish originally. Our Indigenous traditional people who have been here for centuries, and they have their own Aboriginal culture. And culture also comes with religion, like Muslim, Aboriginal, Jewish. So there are many factors that make a culture. The question wasn't obviously on the poll, it's difficult to clarify, but I've trying to do the best I can. And I'm sure you will excuse me for looking at my notes to ensure that I cover what I'd like to. Next week, very important, we have Associate Professor Paige Hilditch Maguire, who's coming to speak to us. I'm going to send through an announce with her details and a link so you can see her background. Paige was a colleague of mine many moons ago when I started teaching in this, and she's progressed through the ranks, and she's an absolutely wonderful leader, and I'm sure you will learn a lot from her. So I'm going to say goodbye for this week. I'm sure you have a lot of other things to do. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and all the best with your research projects. And we'll see you next week. Bye.